So looking at this bar, the customer had the nose failed twice, far earlier than you usually would. It also had a chain snap there. Now, first of all, I tend to look at the drive rim, and this is called a rim, and to me that looks pretty much okay really. There's nothing, it's a bit funny how the wear is all across. So you've got slightly funny wear, but it's not being used much is what I'd say to this. So it doesn't tell us too much. When you look at the chain, the only thing you want to see about a snap chain is where it's snapped. If you break a chain on a tie strap, like one of these, that is less serious than if you've broken the chain on the actual drive link there. When we look at this piece of chain here as well, you'll notice that the actual cutter is still very long, so it's a new chain. And again, where it's snapped here on an actual drive link, chains don't usually snap on the actual drive link. Even if they've been joined badly, they tend to break on the tie strap. But the other thing is, look at that, the underside of that drive link is flattened. There should be a hook. It should actually sort of be a bit more that shaped, you know, something like that. And also again here you've got peening to the underside of the drive link, and then this side you've got damage as well. See, it's a fairly new chain, but where have the tangs on the drive links gone? If you look at this other chain here, although the other chain is dirtier, you can see you've got that tang, you've got that circular tang. But on this chain, you can see it's been flattened. Something has caused that, and that would be if you were using a different saw that you haven't changed the drive rim over, and you haven't noticed you haven't changed the drive rim over. That could be nothing, or it could be that the bar has got hot there. But when I look at the bar itself, and you can still see a piece of the nose sprocket sticking out there, I'll do a close-up of this here. There's chips on the inside of the bar, relatively new bar, relatively new chains, and you've got chips. So if we look closer at this chip on the inside of the bar, that's pretty serious, and something's caused that. Here you've got scoring, which is a little bit more minor, but still not really what you want to see. And I think that's the drive links doing that. This sort of track that the chain puts in the rails, that's fine, and then that can be smoothed off. You've got a little divot there, but nothing major to worry about. This tells you that these drive links that are sitting in the bar are not healthy. They're getting damaged, and then they're damaging the inside of the bar. And actually, if we look at this piece of sprocket that's protruding, and I'll do a close-up, you can see some of the edges of that are peened. When we look at this section of sprocket, this is part of the nose sprocket that's broken off. It's got chips and gouges. That could have happened when the nose sprocket actually exploded. But again, you can just see the burring on the top edge all the way here, where something's wrong with the chain and it's causing damage. And that, as that turns and goes into the bar within the nose, that again can cause problems, heat build up and things like that. Say for instance you forgot to swap the drive rim, you ran it anyway for a while, you're now damaging the drive links on the chain, which are getting burred. That is then chipping the inside of the bar, but it's also peening the nose there, and that can cause it to fail early. And then if you change the nose, what's going to happen? It's going to just fail again, because you've got the same chain, you've got the same issues. Because the difficulty is, even if you realise after a bit you didn't change the drive rim, or something like this has happened. However, what tends to happen is, because it's a long chain and it's expensive, it carries on getting used. But it is negative economy. The way this happens is the chain derails a couple of times, and that can damage the drive link. So there's your two things. But I think because of looking at how, can you see how flat they all are all the way? It's not like it's derailed and damaged half the drive links. It seems like pretty much all the drive links are damaged and flattened in this sense. So I would say it's been run on the wrong drive rim for a while, and that's what's caused the problems.